We wait for the right moment to start. When we feel inspired, when we feel ready, when life finally slows down just enough. But that feeling, ready, almost never comes. Because motivation isn't something you wait for. It's something you create. And the reason you don't feel ready isn't because you're lazy. It's because of how your brain was built. Today we're going deep into the real science of motivation and how to rewire your mind to act, even when you don't feel like it. Welcome to Permanent Upgrade, where mindset meets mastery. The map inside your mind. Your brain is not a single voice, it's a committee. The prefrontal cortex plans, the basal ganglia repeats habits. The limbic system demands comfort, right now. Every time you say, I can't get myself to start, these three systems are arguing. One says, let's build the future. Another says, let's repeat the past. And the loudest one whispers, let's stay safe. 1,000 years ago, safe meant survival. Hide from danger, save calories, trust the tribe. But today that same wiring keeps you trapped in hesitation. Comfort has turned into a cage. It's not that you lack ambition, it's that evolution still thinks danger is outside your door, when in reality, it's inside your comfort zone. The chemistry of drive. At the heart of motivation is dopamine, the neurotransmitter of pursuit. Dopamine is not happiness, it's motion. It spikes when you chase, not when you arrive. It's the thrill of maybe, the energy of almost. That's why scrolling feels easier than starting. Every swipe promises something new. Anticipation, reward, anticipation again. It's a feedback loop of what's next, not what matters. Your brain isn't addicted to distraction. It's addicted to the uncertainty inside it. And that means you can hack the system. Building a new feedback loop. To stay motivated, teach your brain that progress equals reward. Not completion, not perfection. Progress. Every time you start, you win a chemical victory. You don't move because you're motivated. You're motivated because you move. Open the notebook. Write one sentence. Do one rep. Send one message. Reward the start, not the finish. That's where dopamine lives. Repeat this loop long enough, and your brain learns. Starting equals pleasure. That's the real rewiring. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Someone who avoids becomes someone who begins. Action before clarity. We've been sold a lie, that you need confidence before you begin. But psychology proves the opposite. Action creates clarity. Every attempt gives feedback. Every small risk builds evidence. You can't think your way into confidence. You act your way into it. Inside your head, there's a 5-second window. The gap between inspiration and hesitation. Move within that window, and you override fear before it fully forms. Wait too long, and the limbic system wins the argument again. Readiness isn't emotional, it's behavioral. You feel ready after you begin. The chemical shift of starting. The first motion flips a biological switch. Dopamine surges. Norepinephrine heightens alertness. Serotonin balances mood. Blood flow moves from the worry centers to the focus centers. This is called task-positive activation. That's why the hardest part is starting. Because the chemistry that makes work feel good only releases once you're already in motion. It's not lack of willpower, it's neurotiming. So the trick is simple. Start before your brain believes you're ready. Let the chemistry catch up. Designing discipline. Discipline isn't brute force, it's architecture. Structure beats struggle. If you know dopamine drives behavior, you can design the environment that fuels it. Put the distractions far away. Every ping is a micro-theft of focus. Shrink big goals into visible micro-wins. Give your brain fast proof that you're making progress. Pair effort with small rewards. Music, sunlight, movement, ritual. When you create cues that signal, it's time to start. You teach your nervous system to switch gears automatically. Motivation isn't a lightning strike. It's a circuit you wire through repetition. Each spark is a vote for consistency. The neurology of confidence. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's trust. Trust in your own reliability. Every promise you keep to yourself strengthens that trust. Every broken one weakens it. Confidence grows from evidence. People don't lose motivation because they're lazy. They lose it because they stop believing effort works. So rebuild that belief one kept promise at a time. Tiny, daily, undeniable. Show your brain effort equals impact. Soon, effort feels like identity. And identity is the deepest fuel of all. The power of rest. Dopamine isn't infinite. If you never rest, its baseline drops. When that happens, even success feels dull. That's not burnout of effort. It's burnout of chemistry. Your brain needs contrast to feel reward. Rest refills the tank. Walk without headphones. Breathe. Sleep deeply. Laugh often. Recovery isn't a pause in the process. It is the process that lets you sustain momentum. Work. Rest. Repeat. That rhythm is biological, not motivational. Progress over perfection. Studies from Harvard and Stanford show the biggest motivator isn't praise or pay. It's visible progress. When you can see improvement, your brain releases dopamine in anticipation of more. It's called the progress principle. So, track your wins, log your hours, celebrate streaks. Progress fuels purpose, and purpose sustains passion. Don't chase perfect outcomes. Chase visible progress, momentum, the hidden superpower. Motivation fades, momentum compounds. Momentum is physics for the soul. Once you're in motion, it takes less energy to continue. Athletes don't train because they feel like it. They train because the schedule decides for them. Writers don't write because they're inspired. They write because the rhythm demands it. Momentum protects you when motivation disappears. So, don't wait for inspiration. Protect your rhythm, because rhythm becomes resilience. Redefining failure. Failure isn't final, it's feedback. When you fail, two chemical paths appear. Shame shuts dopamine down. Curiosity turns it back on. Ask, what did this teach me? And your brain treats failure as new information, not a threat. The circuit stays alive. You are never failing when you're learning, only when you stop paying attention. The 3-step loop. Let's ground this in something practical. Prime, act, reward. Prime. Breathe slow. Exhale longer than you inhale. Tell your nervous system, we are safe to begin. Step into sunlight. Lower the bar until it feels laughably small. 3 minutes, that's it. Act, start tiny. Write the title, tie the shoes. Open the file. Momentum begins microscopic. Reward. Cross the box. Say, that's like me, because identity follows evidence. Prime, act, reward. Over and over, until it becomes reflex. Designing your week, like a wave. Life works best in cycles. Push, recover, push, recover. Stack your energy, not just your tasks. Heavy days, deep focus, single targets, 90-minute sprints. Light days, reflection, review, planning, rest. Momentum doesn't mean intensity forever. It means consistency without collapse. Friction and flow. Behavior equals friction divided by motivation. Lower friction to make a habit easy. Raise friction to make distraction hard. Shoes by the door, notebook open, apps buried 3 swipes deep. Small design, massive effect. Environment beats intention every time. The identity upgrade. Say this, I'm the kind of person who starts. At first it sounds fake, then it sounds possible, then it sounds familiar, then it sounds true. Each repetition is a vote for that identity. You are teaching your brain who you are. Identity drives consistency more than emotion ever could. The role of fear. Fear is not the enemy, it's the compass. Fear points directly at the thing that would grow you most. When fear whispers, "What if I fail?" Answer, "Then I'll learn faster." When it says, "What if I look stupid?" Answer, "Then I'll improve so quickly no one will remember the start." Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move with it. Fear asks for guarantees, momentum offers proof. No 0 days. Every day counts, even tiny days. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't crawl, think. No 0 days keeps the circuit alive, keeps the identity warm, keeps the door open for tomorrow. Momentum forgives imperfection. What matters is continuity. The why circuit. Motivation multiplies when linked to meaning. Ask, who benefits when I show up today? Your future self? Your partner? Your team? Someone who needs your voice? Attach your effort to someone or something beyond yourself. Service deepens discipline. Purpose strengthens persistence. When you know why, you'll always find how. The biology of possibility. Here's a truth from neuroscience that changes everything. Your brain remaps itself every day. Neuroplasticity doesn't end after childhood. Each new experience, every repetition, literally reshapes the connections inside your skull. That means motivation is not a personality trait. It's a circuit you can strengthen. Every time you start, you are training the architecture of your mind to begin again. That's why small daily action matters more than rare bursts of greatness. Every act of effort lays another wire. Every repetition thickens the path. Motivation becomes memory. Memory becomes identity. The truth about ready. You keep waiting for the signal, that moment when you finally feel it. But ready is not a spark that hits you. It's a fire you build, one breath at a time. You'll never feel ready because readiness comes after you move. Your brain doesn't hand you confidence. You earn it in motion. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect by beginning. Take one step, then another. Let the chemistry catch up to your courage. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply unactivated. The code for activation lives inside you, in motion, not in waiting. Ready comes after action. You'll never feel ready, and that's okay, because readiness isn't the starting point. It's the result of starting. Your brain is not your enemy. It's your most powerful ally. All it needs is a new loop, a new signal, a new start. Take one step, then another, and let motion create your motivation. Subscribe to Permanent Upgrade for weekly videos blending science, psychology, and purpose to help you rewire your mind and redefine your limits. Permanent Upgrade, where mindset meets mastery.